Hey, Jimmy O Yang, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Good morning.
I'm doing really great. Just got to say, before we get all into Silicon Valley and whatnot, but I love the show, man. You are like the breakout star in the whole show.
Thank you so much, man. It's been really fun to work on that show, too.
And how did you come about getting that, the Jin Yang character?
Yeah, I just auditioned for it. And Jin Yang is, it's like an immigrant character, and that's basically myself, my life when I first came to this country. I was 13 when I really couldn't speak or understand a lot of English, right? Mm-hmm. So it came pretty easily for me. And, I just auditioned for it, and it started out as like a 2-line part, and then it just became something much bigger.
That's awesome, man. Like, you crack me up every single time when you're talking about Ehrlich. And like, I love y'all's little fights in the show because you are so stone cold. You don't raise your voice. You don't do anything. You just like have this dead stare in his face, and he's always the one that's just like screaming at the top of his lungs, and you just have this like cold stone look on your face the whole time. I love it.
Yeah. It's like the modern day Laurel and Hardy. Like they kind of love each other, but they argue all the time and they fight all the time.
Yeah, that's amazing. But before we get more into that, because I want to talk about the new season, tell me how you got into comedy, because I heard that your parents wanted you to do something different.
Yeah, I think no parent wanted their kids to do stand-up comedy.
Right.
So it's a really interesting and fun route that I took, but they were definitely disappointed for a while. It was I went to school for economics because that's the easiest major that could still please my Asian parents. Mm-hmm. But then when I had I don't know what I wanted to do, but I just know I wanted nothing to do with economics. So I was just trying to find myself, like a lot of college graduates. And I found a job as a used car salesman. I found a job, collecting tickets at a comedy club. And I found a job as a strip club DJ.
Oh,
so
nice.
I guess out of those three horribly crappy jobs, stand-up was the one that stood out.
And did you have any people that you looked up to in the comedy world?
Sure. I used to watch a lot of BET Comic View, so all those people like Bruce, Ricky Smiley, and all those guys on there. And then when the Chappelle Show came out, that changed everything. That was amazing, and I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan.
Oh, man, me too, man. I like, if you have not seen Dave Chappelle, people, you are missing out. And if you have not seen Jimmy Yang do, because I saw some people, or not some people, I saw some of your stand-ups, like you did on Arsenio Hall, like a few years ago, at the Laugh Factory, right? Man, you crack me up, man. You're just so funny. And I got to tell people, you got to watch Silicon Valley, but you're also going to be in some movies coming up. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. On Mother's Day, coming up in a month, I'm going to be in Melissa McCarthy's movie called Life of the Party. I play her daughter's boyfriend in college, and it's a really fun family movie. So everybody take your mom, take your whole family to go watch that. And then in August, I'm in this movie called Crazy Rich Asians that's coming out. And that's not just for Asian people, it's for everybody. But it is the first studio movie with a full Asian cast.
Oh,
it's
sweet.
Joy Luck Club, and that's been 25 years, so we're all really excited about that one.
Yeah, that's amazing, too, because you're also in that movie with my Asian boo, Constance Wu.
Yeah, the Asian boo, Constance Wu. She is awesome, and she's such a great actress. I just saw a screening for that movie, and it's really, really good. So everybody, Asian people, take your white friends, take your black friends to watch it, and everybody else, take your girlfriend or whoever, take your loved ones. It's just a big love fest. It's a great movie.
Oh, that's awesome. I cannot wait to see it. I'll be there to watch it for sure. And I know you were telling me a little bit about your parents earlier. You also have a book that came out last month, How to American, correct?
Yes, How to American, an Immigrant's Guide to Disappointing Your Parents. That's the title.
So, do you love that you disappoint or have disappointed your parents by going a career in comedy rather than a scientist or economics that you're not doing now?
Yeah. Now I've came to terms with it, but back in the day it was hard, and nobody wanted to disappoint your parents, but it was an interesting decision. I came down to a point where I was like, you know what? It was probably better to disappoint my parents for a couple of years than to disappoint myself for the rest of my life. So I thought I would take a leap And in Chinese culture, and also a lot of more conservative families, that's not a thing that you do. And my dad used to always tell me when I was growing up, he warned me. He was like, pursuing your dreams is how you become homeless. Okay? Go find yourself a real job. So for years, he'll just send me like careerbuilder.com emails and stuff. But I ignore them.
What better way to make your parents even more mad by ignoring them? That's awesome.
Exactly.
And you recently became a U.S. citizen back in 2016.
Yeah, just a couple years ago, and it was a really exciting process. The naturalization ceremony, where there's like people from 80 different countries, like 3,000 people at the LA Convention Center. It was really emotional. But truthfully, I could have been I could have been a U.S. citizen like years ago. I was qualified because I've been in this country for a while now, but it cost $700 filing fee, and I just never had $700. So it was a monumental moment for me to become a U.S. citizen, and also it's a monumental moment for me personally to have $700 in my bank account. To become an
Right. When I have $700 in my bank account, I feel like I am balling.
Yeah, and that's how you American, man. Get $700 in your bank account.
Right. And I got to ask you a somewhat funny question. Do you regret becoming a citizen now that Trump is taking over the U.S.?
Well, I guess if I didn't become a citizen, I could have gotten kicked out.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I was better off becoming a citizen than I did at the right time, because I think now it'll be a little more difficult. But yeah, nothing's changed. Still Asian dude.
Well, that's awesome, man. And again, I'm loving the show, but I'm kind of sad that we're not going to see T.J. Miller on the show with you. I'm going to miss that chemistry between y'all. So what can we expect in this season?
Yeah, so episode 2 just came out 2 days ago, and
which was funny, by the way. Loved it.
T.J. Miller, I miss T.J., man. And we work so well together. But now it's time to breathe some new life into the characters, and everybody got to step up, to fill that void. And I think we're doing just that. And this year, you see my character Jing Yang become more of an a-hole, more of a villain.
Yeah,
so it's actually really fun, and I'm already hearing mixed reactions from the fans. So it's interesting to see how all this unfolds.
And I love how much of a jerk you are to like your well, now they don't, spoiler alert, they don't live there anymore, but I love how much of a jerk you are to them. It cracks me up. And like I said, I love the show. I remember one of my friends told me about it. I think it was right when the 4th season was about to start. I binge watched all of it just so I could be caught up to the 4th season. And I was mad that I was already caught up. I was like, oh man, now I gotta wait, week by week to see this show.
Yeah, and you know what? It's easy to catch up for people that haven't caught up, because it's just 30-minute episodes and it's funny throughout. So yeah, that's the good and bad, right? Like it's easy to catch up, it's easy to consume, but then it's over so soon.
Yep. Well, okay, man. Well, I know you are a busy dude. I'm sure you got other interviews lined up and whatnot. But I want to ask you one last question. Has your parents watched the show yet?
Yes, they have. And my dad, he told me, he's like, Jimmy, your stand-up is not funny, but at Silicon Valley, it's very funny because the writing is very good. So he's kind of semi-giving it up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment to me or the writers. And my mom kind of just completely misses the point. She's like, Jimmy, how many times do I have to tell you don't hunch your back? Like, Ma, I'm playing a character. This is a character on TV. And she's like, okay, play someone who doesn't hunch his back. He's in good posture.
Oh, man, that's amazing. You better listen to your mama.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, all right, Jimmy O Yang, or shall I say, Jin Yang! Oh yeah, also before you go, give out your social media.
Yeah, so you can follow me at Funny Asian Dude on Twitter and Instagram, and just go on my website, jimmycomedy.com. I'm doing a stand-up tour, and you can find the book and everything on there, different cities. So yeah, come out and we'll hang out. All
right, awesome, man. And you better come to Oklahoma City. Maybe not this round of tour, but you better come to Oklahoma City, man.
For sure, new cities getting added every day.
Oh, sweet. Well, and if you do end up coming to Oklahoma City, make sure you give me a call, because we got to hang out.
Absolutely, man. That sounds good.
All right, bro. Well, you have a good one. I enjoy the show, and wish you the best, man. Have a good one.
Thank you.